Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing a Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have a Ruen Hollow, Fortune's Shadow, Piercer Marksman to talk about. This is a new hero that I'm showcasing from the test server. Alright, so hopefully coming soon, maybe alternate the, I guess, Honora banner? Probably, so we could pity swap, hopefully. You guys know what I mean there, I hope. Yeah, but let's take a look visually. He is a really cool Death Knight vibes. Love the effects are incredible with like the stuff coming out of the eyes and the like hood and everything here. Very well done. Doesn't like it's just great quality, top quality here. Little daggers here, like throwing daggers, stabbing daggers. He's got a crossbow. Very nice aesthetic for this guy. Very cool. Love the multiple weapons. So interesting for sure. But yeah, I think the aesthetic is great. So a servant of Zealous with arrows tempered by an endless cycle of death. This unit executes theft and assassination, shifting between visibility and invisibility. All right. Whoa. No intro video for him. He seems like he could be a fun one, but cool vibes. All right, let's go. Single target, physical attack, range boost, and ally buff. Let's check out these details. When expanded, typical range for an expanded marksman, 3,700 base attack, 12 costs, 2-second attack interval, 14-second for the rage regen, or 14 for the rage regen auto. All right. Nothing too fancy there. Pretty standard, it seems. The talent, when deployed, enters invisibility. When other allied marksmen use their ultimate, the hero launches the phantom arrow at one enemy within range. Within that, marksman's basic attack range. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 3 seconds. Phantom Arrow inflicts defense reduction on the target. So Phantom Arrow, we have a debuff here, deals 320% AoE damage to the target and up to 4 other enemies around the target. When deployed, enters invisibility and when other allied marksmen use their ultimate. Okay, I love the synergy here. Other allied marksmen. So, yeah, that sounds really fun for marksman heavy content, right? Why not? I love it. I like when games get niche with characters. Like, this guy might suck if he's the only marksman on the team, but he's top tier if he has other marksmen on the team. Like, I kind of like that. I feel like they need to go more unique. Because not every hero can be amazing at everything. All right, let's see. Yes, 25% defense reduction debuff here. 8 seconds. Love it. Yeah, this sounds fun already. So let's keep going here. A basic attack deals 100% damage to one enemy, prioritizing airborne units. We have an ultimate called Bone Volley. Loads up to 20 twin strike bolts, which is a special type of ammo. After loading this ammo, the hero's basic attack becomes double shots. Each double shot consumes 2 twin strike bolts and a target random unit. Okay. Ooh. I like the visual for it. Simple, but effective. And again, he's in invisibility state. That's definitely going to come in handy. All right, so during basic attack, so let's read this again. Loads up to 20 twin strike bolts. During basic attacks, increases damage of each twin strike bolt fired by 75%. Each invisibility ends invisibility 10 seconds after activating the ultimate if twin strike bolt remains, and enters invisibility again when all twin strike bolts are exhausted. So he's going to have this crazy state. As long as you make him have high attack speed and fire these 20 twin strike bolts fast, he's not going to have a lot of downtime with that invisibility being gone. So this is definitely someone you're going to want to prioritize attack speed on. Very cool. All right, passive opportune moment during invisibility increases the hero's damage by 15% and restores 10% HP to the hero per second. Negates the first direct damage taken per deployment. Oh, that's great. There are definitely some cases where, I guess, well, if he's not in his invisibility state and he gets targeted, it's gonna save when the boss or whatever is targeting the last deployed platform hero gets targeted. If that becomes him, it makes him a smart choice to place early. Okay, plus with his talent, you want that defense reduction out there, so love that. And then the other auto attack here is for every 6 Twin Strike bolts fired, launches a special phantom arrow at one enemy within basic attack range, with damage reduced by 20%. This bonus extra attacks, and again, phantom arrows are AoE damage to the target and up to 4 enemies around the target. Fun kit. I'm definitely wanting this character. I love playing the marksman. I still love Silas. I still love using E-drill. So bring them back in. Let's go. Okay, Awaken 1. During a Twin Strike Bolt, reduces basic attack interval by 25%, and Twin Strike Bolt has a 50% chance to inflict 1 stack of Winter's Bite. Didn't expect that. That's 25% movement speed reduction, stacking up to 3 times. Takes effect only when stronger than the current slow effect on the same attribute. When reaching 3 stacks, inflicts freeze on the target for 2 seconds. Does not apply to targets already inflicted with freeze. And that is for 8 seconds. There are quite a few heroes that synergize well with Winter's Bite. So yeah, it's curious to see that added in. I just didn't expect it. Okay. Awaken 2, attack plus 300. Awaken 3, increased attack by 5%. When the Phantom Arrow triggers, increases the hero's attack by an additional 2%, stacking up to 10 times. Good, good, good. Okay. What are we thinking here? I mean, just more damage, period. So, of course, we want the Awaken 3. Why wouldn't we? All right. Awaken 4, penetration plus 8%. And Awaken 5 reduces the trigger interval of the talent's Phantom Arrow to 2 seconds. When triggered, grants a corresponding ally a shield equal to 50% of their HP for 8 seconds. Interesting. He adds some quirky bonus utility with his A1 adding Winter's Bite, which can definitely synergize with some of the heroes that, you know, kind of revolve around that as well. Or do extra damage when the target, you know, is under Winter's Bite. Or adding a shield is definitely interesting with the Awaken 5. That's going to open up some different team synergies for him for sure. Especially with Northerners and all that as well. I like it. All right. Sounds pretty fun to me. I feel like this is a character that's going to be pretty damn fun even at Awaken 0. Again, he is a legendary. I just wanted to pop out there just to show that here. And all right, let's go ahead and I'm going to read through his story now. So thank you guys for watching. Again, this is on the test server. And hopefully we have some fun with him coming soon. So let's roll into that lore. Right, dishonor among thieves. He tried his luck beneath the stone. Now time has left him skin and bone. The legend of Ruen Hollow. In life, Ruen Hollow was the kind of thief legends envied. They called him Fortune's Shadow, a man who could slip a crown off a sleeping king and escape by the skin of his teeth. The wicked, the proud, the dumb were all at risk. He had earned his reputation by relieving unsavory people of even more unsavory objects, until the job came, that one every thief dreams of. Details were left in the stump of an old elder, one of his many dead drops, and read as follows. Ruen, you're to lift the scythe of Celis, from the 13th crypt of the western wall of the Nordshire Cemetery. If you reach the 14th, you've gone too far. And the 12th, never mind, you get it. Don't drink the glowing water. Don't flirt with the statues. Don't borrow anything that isn't the blade. And definitely don't die 1,000 horrible deaths. Lusash Legis. Tosser of a name, that, thought Ruen, chalking it up to a new hire. No matter, the pay was absurd. One last score and he'd be off counting coin while they dealt with the Lord of Styx. Taya be damned. The crypt was quiet, the kind of quiet that sweats. Shadows leaned wrong, and his torch burned in silence. Ruen grinned, because that's what he did when fear tried to take hold. All was going to plan until laughter in the dark, the flash of a blade, and the warm, wet slush of his own blood. Dead. Or so he thought. Ruen awoke where he began, at the start of the crypt, whole again, heart pounding. He tried to laugh it off, a dream perhaps, an illusion, but the second part came slower. Poison dart, bleeding lungs, then another. Crushed by stone, skewered by spikes, once he tripped and impaled himself on his own arrow, which frankly felt personal. Each time he revived, the crypt reset. Same torches, same smell, same laughter echoing through the same dark halls. Days blurred into decades, decades into centuries. His skin turned to parchment, muscles to string. This was a sick game, and Ruen was not in control of the board. In his madness, the crypt grew crowded with whispers, reflections caught in wet stone and the mirrored sheen of his blade. Then, in a rare moment of clarity, he saw them. Not phantoms, not enemies, himself. Thousands of ruins, each a failure, a hall of mirrors filled with regret, wearing his own skinless grin. Ruen shook his head in confusion and pulled it out of the dead drop instructions, reading them for the 1,000th time. Yes, yes, steal the scythe. Get in, get out. What of it? He glared at the words until all at once it clicked like an open lock. Lusash Legis. He stared at the signature in silence before carving the letters into stone, rearranging them slowly. Zealous laughs. The crypt shuddered, the shadows convulsed, then from the aether emerged Zealous, regarding him with amusement. Well done, Ruen of Hollow. You've solved my anagram, though I'd expected to wait, a century less? With a swirl of his fingers, Zealous conjured a small medallion of the insignia of a tiny skeleton, dropping it daintily into Ruen's exposed rib cage where it clattered around before settling. Your prize, he continued solemnly, is absolutely nothing. However, for your efforts, I'm rewarding you with a lifetime of servitude. From today, you shall apply for Emperor Loin for the greatest thief to grace Taya. Together, we shall rob their graves and me your grave. Consider it a win-win. The medal is cursed, by the way. Enjoy.